Hello, I'm Lynne Hicks, and this is Erika Hicks. Welcome to our first episode of the Magical Holistic Healing Arts. This is where we're going to interview different practitioners of all modalities so we can learn the different ways to take care of our sacred body vessel and really support ourselves in health and well-being, especially at this time where we're kind of a little concerned with the virus.
So for our first episode, we are going to talk about our background, what got us into the healing arts, the holistic healing arts, and kind of give what our magic is to the world as well. So this is my mom, Lynne Hicks, and I'll let you take it away.
My name is Lynne Hicks, and I am a health and beauty mentor. I'm a published author of a book called The Lotus Project, The Art of Being a Woman.
Which you can get on Amazon. We'll have that in the show notes below.
I'm a homeopath. I'm trained in Tai Chi, Aharaj Yoga, the sacred feminine arts, and shamanic energy medicine. So there are some of the things that I do. I'm also an initiate and a minister in the MSIA, the Movement of Spiritual Inner Awareness, which I consider my highest study. And then my other arts are more about our physical body and how we can have good presence here and really ground our light. I continue to educate myself, which is part of this program. I've always wanted to do a podcast and interview all the different arts that I've done and just let them share who they are and what they do. Because a lot of times people will ask me or call me out and say, what's polarity? What's this? What's that? So this is a way that we can actually have the practitioner share their unique way that they offer healing to the world. I started, I've always been involved in studying spirit and just source, God, my entire life. When I first had Erika, I got into theosophy, which explained a lot of different arts and philosophies and sciences. And it was really cool because our mode there was, what's the same? So when we looked at the different religions or the different perspectives, we were looking for the commonness of the different philosophies versus what was different about them. So it started to blend everything, and I started to realize it's the same spiritual message. It just depends how you want to hear it and what resonates with you. So I ended up starting with that. I got involved when Erika grew up. We moved to a farm. So I became an organic flower farmer, and that's where I really learned a ton about organics and eating right and being a mom. I really had to take care of her and consider what I was doing as far as cooking and caring. So I did green weddings and events for a very long time, about 14 years. And along the way, some younger kids, I was in my 40s, they were in their late 20s and 30s, like my daughter now, asked if they could have a vibrant living festival. So I allowed them to do that. We did it for 3 years. It was a great big event, over 300 people, and weekend and bonfires and sound healings and didgeridoos and all kinds of interesting arts that I learned so much. So I kind of started my journey of going into the healing arts then. They asked me to have some retreats with their masters at my farm. So I thought, sure, why not?
Yes.
Erika had just left for school. So I spent a season with 6 Himalayan masters from the Northern Gate. And I learned incredible information on health and well-being. And that's kind of what turned me into writing my book. I started to learn sacred femininity and the stuff of women that we never are really taught here in the West. And all of our gifts and magic that we already have that we don't need to develop. We just need to kind of open up with. So I wrote my book. I was doing classes at the farm, but I eventually left the farm and decided to go into growing beauty of women, like the flowers of humanity, and become the coach and teaching and speaking. And then I got involved with Sue Walski, who you'll see on our interviews.
Yes.
At her farm, we created an education room for all these different arts, whether it was Tai Chi and yoga, to tarot card reading, to intuitive healing, to past life regression. And so I started to really submerge in these arts and build spiritual community there. And then in the last year, my mom passed, and as she left, I realized that staying in Pennsylvania, it would be more exciting for me to be near my daughter and to work together. So I just moved out here less than a week ago. And as we're in these kind of unusual conditions of social distancing, we decided it was time to really birth our podcast and share for the curious minds different ways that people can find greater health and wellness.
And make a community online to help people heal and to kind of do what she was doing in Pennsylvania, but on the quantum field of the internet.
Yes. So that is my story, and here Erika's going to let you know about her backstory.
Yeah, so as you can tell, I grew up very holistic, very open, very organic, and it really has translated into my older adult life as now. So I've always had essential oils, spirit, nature, femininity in my life, and I've slowly, sometimes the things that your mom tells you have to hear from other people. So I've done my own research and education as well, but it's been in my life, it's been in my brain, and in a good way. And so I left for school, and I went to a school that probably wasn't for my highest good, but I was called there for a reason, and I got kicked out of school twice, which led me on this whole new path. I thought I was going to be a 4-year college student getting a degree. I honestly didn't think a 9 to 5, but what we think is what we think, and how we grow up is different. And so through that transformation, it got me out to Colorado, which I call my new home for sure. And I'm so happy my mom is here with me now, and we get to have fun in nature and the communities that are out here. And then so I went to school at Colorado State and got my art degree in painting, which I'm so grateful for. That was a journey in its own as well. I believe painting can be a holistic healing practice. And then as I keep going, I started this blog called Thirsty for Spirit, kind of playing off of the word spirit, the spirits of alcohol or your spirit within, especially because I got kicked out of school for drinking alcohol. So it's kind of fun, it's playful, and so I have this blog. I use that as my Instagram, Thirsty for Spirit. Become thirsty for your spirit within instead of without is kind of my tagline. And on that page, I offer numerology readings from your 5 core numbers or to something even bigger and deeper like your full soul code. I also have these Oracle Animal Spirit readings that I love to do. Yeah. You can get a 3-month, 6-month, or a year. A year is my favorite. It allows you to connect back into your spirit and your messages or your lessons or your guides. If you're feeling off for that month, you'll have your own personal animal spirit guide for that month. So it's really fun. I also do these YouTube readings for monthly Oracle readings that are so intuitive and flowing that I love to do. I have these 7 bottles that I drink from every day, or you could look at them as pillars, and they are solitude, meditation, play, journaling, movement, cleansing, and diet. And so I live by these 7 things, and that's what my Oracle readings are about as well, tapping into these 7 areas of our lives. And I believe if you do these 7 things every day, you'll be aligned, grounded, and feeling like yourself and able to serve this world. And then on top of all that as well, we both have a lot of magic that we bring to this world. I have this art class called Color Fusion Transformative Art Class, which is all about transforming energy, transforming emotions. We look at the duality of life. So stress versus relaxation, fear versus confidence, anxiety versus presence, and we kind of flow through them by painting, movement, and scribbling, just different modalities to help you realize how to move energy through your body. So it's a really fun class. It's here local in Boulder, Longmont area of Colorado, which right now is a little stagnant, but that's okay. Everything else we can do online. And so we are here together with bringing our magic to the world as well as other healers' magic to the world. And we're really excited to start this podcast and to really, birth it, flower it. And if you want to get in touch with us, it's all down below in the show notes. And we are excited for this journey.
Yeah, and it's fun because everyone shares even the same modality different.
Yes.
So we thought it would be very cool to check all the different people, and so you can see, especially people in the healing arts, they continue to educate themselves. Just like we're always looking for healing, and something new comes along and they study. So it's fun to see how people blend and use their natural gifts to kind of come and just support us all to be more of ourselves. And that's what the game is. We just want to feel good in who we really are and support this delusion of we must be, should be, could be, and find ways that we can all take care of ourselves and do it on all levels, and not just on the physical level of working out or whatever, but really going into the other levels of spirit and eating and meditating and connecting with just who we really are.
We are also proud distributors of Kangen water. It's our magic elixir to our life. We believe that when you hydrate your life with high quality water, your well-being raises as well. And so my mom and I found this company and this machine that takes your regular tap water and changes it with these electrical plates and this electrical charge into a ionized, alkalized water for your body to easily digest.
Yeah, and what's exciting is it works like lightning, and the electrolysis breaks up the water molecules into what they call microclusters. So our cells can take them in, because often we're drinking a lot of water, but it's just flowing through our system. It's not necessarily getting into our cells. And this way it goes right in at the cellular level. You're not even digesting it. And you can really feel the difference, which was kind of surprising, because you hear all these things and people tell you lots of claims, but you just don't know until you try it.
Yeah.
So we're offering.
We're in like a weekend right now.
Yeah.
We're at 8 or 9.0. You can drink up to 9.5 in the pH. But it's not just a pH. It's because it is ionized. It has an electrical charge. So this water only lasts for 3 days until you should refill. And so again, yeah, it's just, I feel like I have more energy. I'm more thirsty. You know, yeah, we have, you can buy this trifecta, which allows us to have a water filter for our shower, the machine, and then these high quality turmeric products. So we're really getting all areas of our physical health right now.
Yeah, and really, you know, we're 73% water and our brain is 80% water. So we're pretty much water, oxygen, and electrical charge.
And our skin is our biggest organ, so that takes in water a lot. So
yeah, and really the next best way to understand ourselves and health, because a lot of us are taking different supplements and treatments, but we're not necessarily hydrated.
Yeah.
And that's what I realized. I drink a lot of water, but I didn't feel hydrated. And when you taste this water, you do. And like she said, Erika said, we are more thirsty. It's because we're becoming more aware of what our body needs and how it's, you know, kind of filling itself. So we'll keep you posted on our journey.
Yeah, keep asking us questions. We have lots of videos, lots of information, educational information that can explain it better than we can. But from our experience, we are loving our Kangen water, and reach out to us if you are feeling called to learn more. So
okay, I think we did it. I think that's our first episode, and our we welcome you to enjoy the learning.
Welcome to our podcast.